Hey guys, how's it going today? So we're actually going to be leaving China. We're leaving on Tuesday and I'm gonna take you through that whole process, so let's just get right into the video. So actually, just to let you know, as I'm packing here, the one thing you will see is that I use a lot of compression bags as I pack. So as I'm packing, I'm using compression bags to make sure that everything is kind of squished down and fits. It's a regular Air China flight, so the actual amount that I'm allowed to bring is 23 kilos, but they do allow 2 suitcases, a carry-on, and a personal item. So I got lots of stuff to pack up and I'll be back soon. So we're finally done packing and we're ready to head off. Tomorrow at about 6:20 p.m. we will be on a flight from Shenyang to Shanghai. We'll spend 15 hours in Shanghai and then we're going to be off to Toronto, and then from Toronto we're going to be heading home to our parents' house. So it's going to be interesting, it's going to be fun. I wanted to address the reason why we're leaving. So the reason why we're leaving isn't because of anything that the school has done or because we've been asked to leave or anything like that. It's actually because right now the government has asked all schools to shut down for a while. So some schools are running online classes, some schools are just giving their students a break. Our school is personally giving our students a break right now, and until we come back, we're not going to be getting paid for the time. So since we're not getting paid, we don't really have a reason to stay here for now. We are flying away. We've talked to our bosses, we've talked to our employers, and they're completely fine with that. They said if they're going to be running online classes that we would be informed, and then that we would be asked to run online classes from Canada, which would be a lot more reasonable than running them from here where we're kind of stuck inside, we can't leave. I'm sure I've addressed this before, but we're actually stuck in our apartment. We can't leave because there is a quarantine in effect, essentially, where the community that you live in, you can't leave unless you're leaving once every 2 days. So it's an interesting time. It's not so pleasant, but you know, you got to make the best of a bad situation. So we've decided to head on home for the time being. For now, we're not sure what we're going to be doing in Canada other than maybe doing some online classes. We'll probably get back into maybe taking up some supply work in Toronto, but we'll see. So we'll see you guys back in the airport. So we're leaving now. Can't wait to be back in Canada. We have all of our stuff behind us. Try to get this gimbal to work the way I want it to. We have 4 suitcases, 2 carry-ons, 2 personal items. It's a hell of a lot of stuff, but nothing you could do. Can't wait to be in the airport. All right, see you guys later. Oh, time to go to bed in the airport. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. We're currently in Shanghai. We have about an hour left before our flight, and then we got a 13-hour flight ahead of us back to Toronto. So here's the airport right now. Just sitting here, just looking, chilling, maxing out, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. So it's gonna be an interesting flight. See you guys soon. So we've made it back to Toronto. We're back in Canada. No major issues flying here. We did encounter one thing. I'll put it up on the screen right now. There was 2 guys who decided that it would be a good idea to start a fight on our plane. I only got a little bit of it, but it's pretty interesting, but they did end up getting separated. Other than that, flew in, long flight, 13 hours, Eastern China Airline, pretty good airline. The flight was great. We landed, no issues there, got our bags. They did give us a little bit of information whether or not we should be in quarantine in Toronto. Unless you're from the Hubei province, you don't need to be under mandatory quarantine. They did say if you have any kind of symptoms or anything like that, that you should call the hotline that they have for this current outbreak. Other than that, no issues leaving. Now I'm back here for a while. So in terms of what we're going to be doing here, I have no clue still. It's still the first day back. I'm super jet lagged. It's a little bit interesting. I woke up at 3 in the morning today, so not so fun, but what can you do? So that's the end of this trip. Like I said before, we didn't get kicked out of China. It wasn't anything like that. It's just because we have no reason to stay there while the school is closed and we're not getting paid. It's better to be at home, at least in my opinion, than to be stuck in an apartment in China doing nothing the entire time. So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this kind of vlog and can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.